everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Giants going up against the Broncos. So let's get you out to Denver for the call of our game. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, we are a couple miles west of the Colorado State Capitol building as we come to you from Sports Authority Field at Mile High here in downtown Denver. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Denver Broncos. First down, Simeon. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. The offensive lineup now, and the guy we highlight, Emmanuel Sanders.
You can use him in any spot as a wide receiver. In the slot, out wide, it doesn't matter. He just makes plays.
10 yards still left on second down. Second and 10, Simeon again. He's got it, the tight end, Jeff Heuerman. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
So the offense has it first and 10. On first down, it's Simeon. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Again, Simeon surveying the field. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Throwing on third down, Simeon completes it to Norwood. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Fresh set of downs here. On first and 10, Simeon. Green with a catch left side. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. And we look now at the defense for the Giants.
Jonathan Hankins is a run-stuffing defensive tackle who creates a pile-up with each and every snap.
To throw on second is Simeon. And Green with a catch left side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his third catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. And they're definitely showing blitz here. 3rd and 2, Simeon. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. So a defensive brain lapse there and an encroachment penalty.
Sometimes when you don't watch the football and make sure that it's snapped, you're watching the offensive player, and they can influence you occasionally and look like they're getting ready to move, and the officials don't detect it.
All right, so first down, 5 yards to go. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Hurry up, here we go. Over.
Throwing again is Simeon. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
All right, Part, I'm going to ask you this just one time.
Okay.
Did you have Emmanuel Sanders in your fantasy league?
You know, I know that you like to bring up my fantasy team because I lost in the playoffs.
No, that's not why I brought it up.
No, why'd you bring it up?
Because you lost in the playoffs. But anyway, Emmanuel Sanders, you should have had him. He only had 48 yards in Week 15, but that was good enough to get him over 1,000 for the 3rd straight year. Boy, is he a weapon.
3rd straight year. He is a big weapon and something that is a nice compliment to Demaryius Thomas.
Yeah, and I think next year you got to think about drafting him.
Thanks. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Hurry up, here we go. Detroit. Here we go now. 3-19.
On second down, here's Simeon. Wide open receiver complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Here we go now. Gun. Here we go now.
On the ground, 4th down. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Here we go now. Green now. Barney. Leopard. Hurry up, here we go. Blue, landed. Over. 3-19.
Again, 4th down. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. This opening drive has taken him to the 2, but now they come up on a 3rd and goal.
Now let's go. Blue, landed.
Now Simeon on 3rd and goal. That's caught at the 2. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So a 15-play drive. Can't believe that only resulted in 3, but it did.
That is somewhat amazing, isn't it? When you hold the ball that long, run offense that well, yet only put 3 points on the board, it has to be a little bit of a disappointment, doesn't it?
Has to. After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll begin the drive with Jennings. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They go play action for Jennings. Now Manning. He'll buy some time right. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety back.
It looked like 2 well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. This will be fielded at the 17. A great return there of 22 yards.